strikes him out. He gets out of it, and the Sox win game 1.
Suck a dick and eat shit out of the inning.
You fucking terrorist!
You just compared me to a big fucking piece of meat. 78, dude. 80 grand. 78. 80.
Like, I want to do a Red Sox podcast. I have somebody to do it with me. This Kutter is king, I think.
I think it's a she, actually.
Hello and welcome in. Episode number 11 of Dirty Water. Slightly delayed as to where it should have been. But listen, 5 days ago, there wasn't any news. And now we have things to talk about. Plus also timing works out because I won't be able to record this Wednesday because if you haven't heard, my ass is going to be in Santa Clara watching the Patriots hopefully, vanquish the Seattle Seahawks. Cannot wait for that to happen. I'm your host, HogDale, joined as always by my chrome-domed pal, Mike Banansky. Mutt, brother, how you doing?
Happy Super Bowl week, brother. Happy Super Bowl week, man.
I cannot wait, dude. I'm so fucking excited for this game. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. Hopefully Drake's shoulder injury is fake. And, is solved by the time the game comes around.
That's fine. He's carrying bags to the right. He's fine.
He's fine. I hope. And I'm also joined, as always, by the Lord King of Trolls. Kutter is king. Kutter, how you doing, man?
Not as good as you guys. My team's not in the Super Bowl. Craig Breslow dead. Well, actually, I would be doing better if he was. But, yeah, no. The Red Sox suck.
In Minecraft.
David Hamilton's my second baseman.
David Hamilton is your second base. Not even the courtesy of like Nick Sogard. Can't we have Nick Sogard be the platoon partner, man?
I need something. Can John Henry be on the next list of the Epstein files that come out or something? Just give me something, man.
He was able. He skirted by. I'll mention in the Epstein files. Sadly, Pusha T did not. Fucking shook me to my core. Very tragic. Yeah. My life's awesome at the moment. It's pretty cool. It's this last year has just been a never-ending good thing happening after another. It's I get hired by Barstool, blowing up, and now I'm going to the Super Bowl. Now I'm going to be in the suite with Dave and Gaz and Fasoli. I wish Fasoli was here because I wanted him to comment so badly on his beautiful cheeks out video that he put. That shit earned him a Super Bowl ticket. Dave saw that and was like, he's got to be in the fucking
He's
suite,
He's a diehard. He is an absolute diehard. He explained it on the Yak. He accidentally got buck naked. He thought he had underwear on, didn't, and just jumped right in the snow. That's the only negative of him being at the game. I don't think can he get buck naked if they win in the suite? Hog, is that legal?
I mean, I think it depends on, if he's doing it next to the window, facing out to the field.
Good point. Yeah.
If he went down, fucking dick in the dirt, ass cheeks pointing towards the heavens, right next to the door, and there was a gentleman's agreement. I don't think that anyone would narc on him. I think that's where we're sitting at here.
You're not only in the suite, you're going to be there for 5 days. You got a whole week out there. Let's go.
Dude, it's insane. Yeah, I'm going out. I fly out tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and then I'll be at whatever hotel they set me up at. I'm going to some parties hosted by DraftKings on Friday and Saturday. I think Ludacris is performing at one of them with the Chainsmokers, and then 50 Cent is the one I'm excited about on Saturday. So I'll be going to that, rubbing shoulders with some of DraftKings finest who they employ. There's a non-zero chance I meet LeBron James. He's represented he's a DraftKings guy. I can meet Kevin Hart. He's also a DraftKings guy. You never know. Hopefully I'll get to meet Big Bobbert Kraft up there in the suite.
Dude,
you're gonna go to a Michael Rubin party?
Cutter. Yeah.
Michael Rubin party. Yeah, you will not catch my ass in the white party. No. That shit feels so dystopian to me. Anytime I see that, nothing against you, Michael Rubin, unless you're a creep, which I just genuinely don't know. But those white parties, it's a little too Hunger Games to me. When I look at it, or Squid Game.
Oh hell yes.
He does a big Super Bowl party, I think.
I believe that.
But no, him and Dave have beef, so you're good. Just
let's go. All right, we're back. Well, fuck that guy then. He sucks. We're drawing battle lines, man. It's nice. I mean, we've had some things happen. We'll get back. We'll probably circle back to some more Super Bowl talk closer to the end of the episode because this is primarily a baseball podcast, as many are aware. There's actually a couple places we could start off today. I think we could start off with like the most, I'd say the most directly pressing in terms of like roster construction and what it means going forward for the Sox. Eugenio Suarez is a Red. He's a Red again. He was once before, now he is again. And all of a sudden, like the pathway to like the way Craig is going to build the team appears to now be it's pitching and defense. I made a video about this earlier today where I commented that it appears that we're deploying the strategy of a team that is like Cleveland Guardians Northeast. You're hoping to pitching and defense teams to death and hope you get some offensive contributions. I want to know like where you're sitting now with this, Mutt. Do you like the direction that this team is being built in? Are you okay with this being the direction?
I fucking hate it. Okay. Let's just say this right now. The Boston Red Sox should not be a run prevention team. It is 2026. From a 4-year span in baseball playoffs, the team that out-homered the other team won about 83% of the games. So home runs win in the postseason. Teams that try to be pitching and defense teams sometimes are good. Texas Rangers last year, they led baseball in ERA. They were 16-62 in games where they had 3 or fewer runs, and they didn't make the playoffs. So I don't think this works. I hate the pivot. I know why they pivoted because they couldn't get the bat. But no, as we sit here 2 weeks out of Red Sox going to Fort Myers and Truck Day, all that crap, no, I'm not a fan of the approach. Not at all.
I'm literally trying to remember the last team that is pure pitching and defense that won the World Series. It's like, what, the Royals? 2015? I think it's that
11 years ago. It's a different age of baseball 11 years ago.
Like, because when I'm looking at the teams that win the World Series, it's just like they have star power, like the high-end talent at the top of their roster. Yep. It's them and like the Braves. But I wouldn't even say they were pitching and defense focused. They just had the most weird heater I've ever seen. And like the contributions they got offensively were from the most random dudes ever. Kutter, what do you think? How are you feeling about the direction of the team right now under big Yale boy Craig Breslow?
Dude, it's just a joke. Like, I didn't even want Eugenio Suarez. I didn't even really want Brendan Donovan, who just got traded today.
I did not want Brendan Donovan at all.
I mean, he's better than David Hamilton, though.
Not a high bar.
But that is the bar. That is the bar, though. It's him.
Yeah, right now, him and Romy are the bar. Yeah. You're right, Kutter. You're right.
Like,
Nick
I saw
someone is my platoon partner.
Him and who's your boy coaching third? Who's the third base coach? Kyle Hudson.
Yeah, Kyle Hudson.
Huddy. Yeah, they should just platoon at second.
Get Huddy out there, man.
But no, like I tweeted today when Brendan Donovan got traded, I was like, can someone do a wellness check on Breslow? Because he didn't even make an offer to Suarez. Like, he's making $7 million less than Trent Grisham, and he hit like twice as many home runs. Like, it's just I wasn't even particularly high on the player, but he's better than what you have. It's one of those things
where I've saw people talk disparagingly towards him, like, yeah, well, he hit 50 home runs last year, but realistically, he's probably more 30 to 35. How many Red Sox hit 30 home runs last year?
I know. Literally.
It was zero. The answer is zero to the question. Not a single one hit 30 home runs. Roman, if you project him over 162, I think would have. Willier came somewhat close. Like, if he stayed fully healthy, maybe he gets close to it. But like, they don't have any certified 30 home run guys. They don't have star power at the top of the team. I keep coming back to this. Roman Anthony is the team's Batman. Like, he's like, and that's a damn good Batman. Who's his Robin? Who's his JD Martinez? Who's his Manny Ramirez? Who's his Dustin Pedroia? He doesn't have one at this moment. Right now, like, Buster Olney said this earlier today, funnily enough, as like a semi-report. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a report. I think it's just making a general observation that they expect Marcelo Meyer to be that guy. How could you not view how the team is currently set up and not think that they think Meyer is going to take a big step forward and he'll be the Robin to Roman Anthony's Batman? I think that's a massive ask to rely on a guy that young and a guy who really hasn't figured out how to hit lefties yet in the slightest. I don't know, man. It's the second year in a row, by the way, where you're looking at the young guys in this team and being like, please carry us to the promised land. Now, Roman was so talented that he can do it. I don't know if Meyer is up to that task yet. I think he can be good enough eventually, but like placing it squarely on him basically in his second full year as a Major League Baseball player, realistically, actually his first because he got hurt.
Yeah.
It's an insane ask to me. Like, what do you guys think? Kutter, what do you think about that?
Well, that was what I was going to say. I think he's had one fully healthy season since he's gotten drafted. You just can't rely on a guy like that. I mean, as good as you project him to be, you just don't know. And it's not like he was like some world beater when he was up here. He wasn't Roman Anthony. If it was the other way around, maybe I would be like, okay. But I mean, like, that's a guy who realistically should be splitting his at-bats with someone else.
Yeah, with some veteran who has some more experience. You're a pitching and defense team, and you're asking him to go in there and play 100 and some odd games, play good defense, and by the way, hit, which he didn't do last year. Like he did not come up here and hit right away. And this is where I get so focused on Breslow, and I get that ownership is telling him what he can and cannot spend. But Breslow sat there right after the season ended, then in Las Vegas, then in Orlando 3 times and said we need a middle of the order bat. And that home runs are an easy way to score runs. We're going to become a better offense. We're going to hit more home runs, and it's going to be a big part of our offseason. They don't offer Schwarber. They don't offer Suarez. They offer an embarrassing deal to Pete Alonso, and you completely and utterly failed on this big offseason plan to add a bat. And maybe Paredes ends up being the guy, but as far as I'm concerned, they missed all their opportunities to add that bat. And I'm with you, Kutter. I didn't love Suarez either. But for 1 year and $15 million to go hit some home runs and play some slightly above average defense, hell yes, I would take that on this team. Why not?
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, the Astros have all the leverage. You need Paredes.
100%.
Like, you've just given them, like, there's a guy in my replies every day who every day he's like, you could still have Paredes, and he ups the asking price every day. And it's like, that's basically what's happened.
Because I've seen people say like Duran is in the Paredes deal. I'm like, no, absolutely not. At this point, can you even afford to trade Jarren Duran? I don't think you can.
No, probably not.
Like, you need his offensive upside in the lineup. Like, the trading Duran was contingent on you either bringing back Bregman or signing Suarez or signing some other big bat to slot in. Now, Duran doesn't hit for power, but he does hit a billion doubles. And so and if the return is Isaac Paredes, like, it'd have to be him plus. Like, it'd have to be him plus like a young, interesting player, like a Cam Smith or something, but they're not going to do that. Like you said, they have all the leverage right now. I don't know, like, it's that or like Nico Horner's the move. And like Cubs fans seem convinced that they're not going to move Nico Horner. Well, I don't know.
Well, it's one of those two guys. You mentioned the Cubs. Nico Horner is like the 1 year stopgap. You're probably not going to, he's a Gold Glove defensive player. He's a team leader for them. Like, to me, he would replace Sawalo if Bregman brought you over at second base, because at least he's a veteran you can sort of lead on, and he could, when you're not asking Roman Anthony and to do everything next year, right? He can do a little bit and take some of the pressure off the rest of the younger guys on that team. Whereas Matt Shaw, 24 years old, under control until 2031, has no place to play for the Cubs. Like, this to me is like maybe the next pivot point where what would they give up for one of those two guys? And do they even want to put Shaw at third if they think Meyer's the guy? Like, Craig put himself in a shitty spot with 2 weeks to go for spring training for a team that's supposed to compete this year for a World Series. Their roster is off balance. And
can I also say that for a team that, like, one has said that we want to improve on defense, and then also it seems like they're going to put this increased role on Marcelo Meyer. Why is Marcelo Meyer not the opening day shortstop? Makes no sense to me. Trevor Story, in terms of players that played the full season for the Red Sox, was the worst defender on the team by defensive run saved. He was a -7.
Well, they would say injury. They would say he was hurt at the end of the year. Couldn't throw the ball.
So is he going to get more healthy as he's a year older? He's like 33.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Meyer is the best infield defender on this team. I think that it's almost inarguable. Any position they put him at last year, he was so smooth, looked so professional. You could put him basically wherever. Like, he's going to be a great defensive third baseman. He'd be a great defensive second baseman. because he's a great defensive shortstop, so he can play anywhere. But realistically, shortstop's the most important defensive position of your infield. Why are you not playing your best defender at shortstop? And then Story plays second. It's like, oh, well, what about when he needs days off against lefties? Sick. Story can slide over there on the days where there's a lefty on the mound. What's the problem then? It's like, well, we don't want Story switching between second base and shortstop. Why?
You did it with your platinum glove center fielder, but you can't do it with Trevor Story.
Here, can I just want to put things into perspective, because this is this tweet from Jay Chalaflor on Twitter. This is what sent me down the spiral of thinking about everything with the Red Sox right now. Red Sox lineup projection as of right now. Leading off is Jaron Duran in center field. Roman Anthony's in the 2 in left field. Wilson Contreras is in the 3, playing first base. Wilyer Abreu's in the 4, playing right field. Trevor Story's in the 5, playing shortstop. Masataka Yoshida is in the 6, playing DH. Carlos Narvaez is in the 7, playing catcher. And then it's the Meyer at third base in the 8, and then Cedon Rafaela in the 9, playing second base. That's where the team is currently standing right now.
Who's the outfielder sitting in that? Is that Abreu's not in that lineup?
No, because Rafael is playing second. So that all the outfielders are in the lineup.
No.
As of right now, that's your best lineup.
No. I understand.
No, I get it. I agree.
Can't imagine it
I agree.
Yeah.
Yoshida's still on this team. Why? I keep asking this question, and people are like, "Oh, well."
Well, you know why? Hold on. You know why? Look at what it took to get Jordan Hicks off this roster 2 days ago. That's
awesome.
why.
That was awesome. Thank you, Craig Breslow. That's undoing your own gunshot wound. Because you brought him in as part of that garbage Rafael Devers trade. Getting rid of Jordan Hicks, though, oh my fucking God. I don't even care about the money. It's just that watching him pitch for this team was such an exercise in agony. He was so fucking garbage. He was so dog shit at everything in regards to pitching. Plus, he was miserable. Plus, he was a dick from what I heard. So basically, he had no redeeming qualities. I hope you suffer on the White Sox, you worthless piece of garbage.
Dude, that trade was bittersweet because, at first I was just happy, and then after that I was like, this is the outcome of trading one of the best players in the MLB. You're flipping them for trash prospects.
Yeah, I had much more of the. I love that you were able to have such fun with it, Hog, and celebrate it. I couldn't celebrate it because it just brought it was Devers PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
It was Devers.
I live the PTSD every day. I'm finding the happiness.
And it just gets worse and worse.
It
gets worse and worse every day.
Some odd days ago. It's worse now.
It's already I don't know. I live in a perpetual state of being since that happened, being this is a insanely franchise damaging move. The Red Sox are legitimately a Rafael Devers away from being the favorite in the American League.
They need a third baseman and a power bat. Who would have thought that after you traded one away, you would need one half a year later?
Yeah, I mean, because they didn't make the move. Rafael Devers is literally the perfect Robin. He doesn't like talking to the media. He goes out there, he posts, and he plays at bare minimum 150 games a year. Wasn't good enough though, apparently. He didn't suck John Henry's dick when they had the meeting in Kansas City. So he's got to go.
Made too much money. Made too much money. Too talented.
That's $26 million per year.
That money's gonna be a joke. It's a joke now when you look at the money going out. In 24 months from now, it's going to be an embarrassment. Embarrassment. They had to dump that.
Because salaries only go up. Legitimately. People are like, oh well, he made too much because Austin Riley only made $22 million a year. And it would have been nice to get him on the Austin Riley contract. That would have been perfect. That was the Red Sox own fault. It was them being stupid. They didn't extend him ahead of time. They waited till the last second after they had traded Mookie, after they had fumbled the Xander Bogaerts situation. They were in a situation where Rafael Devers had every ounce of leverage, because if you let him walk, then you're just sitting looking at this team oh, this is the pinnacle of unseriousness. And them trading him was also, this is the pinnacle of unseriousness. You suck. This is terrible.
And even with what you said, they waited to pay him and they ended up paying more. It's you still got him for a bargain. He's making $200 million less than Vladdy, and he's just as good, if not better than him.
That's where I keep coming back to. Fucking Juan Soto made $750 million. It's going to be up to $800 million by the time that contract's done. Juan Soto is better than Rafael Devers. Is he $500 million better than Rafael Devers? No. Fucking, like the only person that's like, yeah, Ohtani, fine, he's worth all that money because he pitches and hits, and also he brings in Japanese money. Fine. Like other than that, like Pete Alonso's making more per year, like 30 million, like as Rafi's AAV is like 26. Like you said, Vlad, he's making $500 million. Are you $200 million better than Rafael Devers? You're not. You're just not. I don't know, man.
Bregman's making more than him.
He is. Bregman is making more than
Where
him.
it's like, even if you ended up signing Bregman, you would have been paying him more. So you should have just kept Devers.
And Bregman's older, like significantly.
Yeah.
Like has Rafi even hit age 30 yet? I don't even think he has. I think he's like 29. Yeah, he's 29.
Wait till he goes to plays infield this year. Is fine over in the infield for the Giants. That's going to really sting.
I think he's going to be their DH. Because they signed Arise, and Arise is a first base, unless they're actually going to play him at second base, which would be so stupid. But who knows? Maybe they'll do it.
There were those reports he was working out in the infield. Was going to bring his glove this year.
Yeah,
Happy to do it.
Like Christian Cable's working out in the in the infield, dude. I just don't.
But that lineup right there, to go back to what the lineup you just said, like it's the Boston Red Sox, boys. Like you spent months telling us how you're going to improve, and you knew how important it was, and urgency, and that's the lineup. That's the lineup.
It's mid. It's a mediocre lineup. It's like 15, 16
at the mid line. I agree. Great rotation mid lineup.
Like I said, I put this out earlier. I'm like, I think this Red Sox team can win 90 games. Like, yeah, I think they're a slightly better team than last year's team. Can they win a World Series? That was my question. Like, what is the ceiling of the team? It's going to be gnawing at the back of my head the entire season. Is like, do they have the star power required to win the World Series? As of this moment, no.
No.
Marcelo Meyer, if he grows into Corey Seager, which is like everyone comps him at like, if Meyer hits his peak potential, he will be Corey Seager. If that happens, it's a different story. But that is a gigantic fucking ask. That is a insane amount of pressure to put on such a young guy in realistically his first full season as a major league starter.
You're trying to get both. So you're asking not only Meyer, but like Anthony also has to play at MVP level.
Yeah, Roman's a foregone conclusion. Like he has to like 7 more seasons.
I understand that, but you'd agree that the likelihood that both those guys both have these unbelievable they both missed time last year, both got hurt. They're both coming back for their first full seasons in Major League Baseball. To me, it seems unrealistic that both those guys are going to smash for 6 months for your team. They need help. That's the point, Craig. They need fucking help, and he won't do it.
When you have young studs up, they should have veteran leadership to rely upon, like to be able to lean on. When Dustin Pedroia came up in 2007, he wasn't asked to rescue the Boston Red Sox. Like fucking, he was sitting there, like hitting in like the fucking 7 or the 8 hole by David Ortiz and Manny Ramirez and Mike Lowell and JD Drew and like where's like the cast of veterans to help usher in the young guys? Like they're doing it backwards. Like it's one of the big problems of the Red Sox over the last couple of years. It seems like they don't have a real culture. And like, it seems like the veteran leadership has been lacking. Bregman was a temporary fix, but now he's gone. Like other than that, like people are like, oh yeah, Rob Refsnyder is one of the biggest leaders in the Boston Red Sox. Like that cannot be the case. That cannot be who you're relying on for your veteran leadership. And now you're looking at Roman to legitimately like, this is your team. It is up to you to set the tone. It's up to you to set the culture. It's ass backwards in terms of building your team out. It's dumb. It makes no sense.
And you would think, and I'll let Kutter respond in a second, but like Breslow, he's not high on bloom. He's not some guy who Breslow played Major League Baseball. I think he would acknowledge that the importance of a clubhouse and what it might mean to what Bregman brought. So for him to play this fantasy baseball game where I'll just plug the numbers in and it'll work itself out with like no real leadership like that. That's the frustrating part. Like I expected him to recognize that more. And based on his moves, it's offseason. He's not done that at all. Not once.
Dude, I would click better in that locker room than Craig Breslow does. I'm tired of hearing about him being a former player. It's a joke.
Me too.
His
Me
teammates
too.
probably hated him.
It's like the fakest cardboard credential you've ever seen. Like Craig Breslow being like, "Oh yeah, guys, I was in there in the fucking trenches." Like, no, if you were, you picked up nothing.
I'm gonna make it my goal. I'm gonna post him giving up a home run every day.
Oh, dude, that is awesome. That'd be such a good fucking.
Hold on. How many do you give up? How many?
It's got to be enough for the off season to end. But no, going back to what you said about the Red Sox trying to be the guardians of the Northeast. To do that, you need Roman Anthony to be Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Which is a lot to ask for.
Which, by the way, I think he's going to be. If Roman Anthony is healthy, he will be. Roman Anthony, if he stays healthy, is going to get MVP votes this year. I have never been more confident in a young player in my entire life. Roman Anthony is a guy, if he plays a full, healthy major league career, is going to be in the Hall of Fame someday. He is that level of talent. I think any Red Sox fan who watched him last year would agree, like that the aura that he emanates is that of greatness. Like he looks the part, he plays the part. Like, dude, as a rookie coming in, like raking the way that he did, while also playing Gold Glove caliber defense. I think he was like second in the league, in the American League, in defensive runs saved as a right fielder, and he didn't even play a full season. So it just kind of shows like the level of talent that you're looking at here. This guy is he's transcendent. This guy's unbelievable.
It's just
56 home runs given up by Craig Breslow.
Yeah, it's plenty for Breslow.
And you'll never guess what team he gave up the most homers on in a single season.
I'm sure it was the Red Sox.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brez. You fucking stiff.
Fuck. He sucks. I genuinely.
Dude, we need to get the guy that said that on the podcast.
That's so
his name's
real.
out there, right?
Yeah, I know some people who know him. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I'm a Kutter. I'm on it.
Yeah. I need you to break down fucking does Craig Breslow have sex with the computer that spits out his algorithm? Does he lubricate? What does he lubricate with? Is it oil? Like actual computer oil? We need the details. I have genuine beef with Craig Breslow. Like, I genuinely don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like his face.
Well, finally, if you listen to this podcast for 11 episodes, none of us like the guy. And by the way, if you're a Red Sox fan, I don't think you should like him. He is constantly putting this team in a position where he acts like he's the Tampa Bay Rays, and everyone wants to blame ownership. And I get it. John Henry sucks and sell the team. But Breslow, he was told to trade Rafael Devers. He didn't have to take back Jordan Hicks. He didn't have to take back Kyle Harrison. He has made moves he didn't have to make. And for that, he gets as much blame as ownership does for the way this team's put together.
I will say, like, for as much as criticism Chaim Bloom gets, and a lot of it is justified.
Yes.
Like, in terms of turning the Red Sox into Tampa North, into the Guardians Northeast, Breslow has done infinitely more to, like, turn the team on the field into that. Like, Chaim Bloom, like, the Red Sox teams that he built, like, in 21, like, that team was exciting. They could hit. They could mash. They couldn't really pitch that well. But, like, they could mash, man. They were not, like, playing, a defense pitching style. And, like, listen, I'm saying, ignore pitching and exclusively go out for offense. But, like, what I am saying is that, like, when the Red Sox have won, like, they've won by tearing the cover off of the baseball. You take advantage of the fact that you play in Fenway Park. It's the park with the highest park factor in the league. There's no ballpark that makes it easier to hit than Fenway Park. Like, it's got the highest doubles factor, one of the higher home run factors. And, like, you're building a team, like, around run prevention and not around, like, oh, we should, like, acquire as many mashers as possible because they're all going to have career years because they're all playing here. Why are we not finding more Adam Duvall's from back a couple of years ago? More Hunter Renfro's, like, random veterans that, like, are usually whatever, but because they're playing here, they're going to hit 30 home runs. Tyler O'Neill. It's the same deal. Like, I don't know, man. It's just the way Breslow builds this team. It's frustrating. Like, I like the pitching. The pitching's great. Who's hitting? Outside of Roman, like, who's carrying this lineup? Like, are you really expecting Durant to bounce back and have another 10 more season or close to it? That seems pretty fucking unreasonable. I think
as maybe a part-time player, as a rotational. If Yoshida's here, those two are like rotating around. Like, not everyone can play every day. That's why They have an extra outfield or extra DH right now. Your sheet off the team gives you flexibility to move those guys around a little bit, but you're still missing that other third baseman. It's still an incomplete picture. And I just can't believe we're in this spot 2 weeks out. Like Craig's waiting until the prices go down. The price on Suarez went down to 1 for 15. He still didn't bite.
Honestly, at this point, I'd rather just see Wilson Contreras play third and Casas play first than watch David Hamilton play second.
So real. They keep trotting David Hamilton out there. It's another guy like the infamous Craig Breslow like projections. Like it just loves David Hamilton. Like thinks that this guy is just a fucking transcendent player waiting to happen. Like again, this is the same algorithm that said like Vaughn Grissom was a good baseball player.
Oh man, forgot about that. Dude,
and
another one, yeah.
Like what? Yeah, man. Like it's like this guy's worth giving up Chris Sale for. Like Chris Sale's old and washed up. Like we gotta get Vaughn Grissom. And like every time people said like, oh well, that's hindsight. I'm like, listen, all I know is Chaim Bloom didn't give up on Chris Sale. I know that. So I don't know. Like the previous executive he had here had the foresight to realize that might happen. Craig Breslow did not. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. Not a fan with how he's worked this team. It's whatever. We're literally hoping basically that like some random superstar demands out and like has their own Rafael Devers situation for another team.
But
so we can take advantage
Who
of
cares
that.
they do Hog? Doesn't matter. The Red Sox don't want to pay superstars. They want to pay you had the line the other day. They want to pay a $7.50 an hour, or they want to get a young player like Anthony or Campbell and buy out the arbitration years. That's the only way they're going to pay these guys. If they was a superstar that came available, they're not going to pay the guy.
Yeah, you would need it to be like in Acuna or something, which won't happen.
Well,
the Red Sox
smoke
won't.
there.
They wouldn't end up trading for him. He would end up going to the Dodgers
Because
Mets
Acuna
or
hates the manager there. Like that's like a
Well, he's
known
gone.
fact. Oh, they got rid of him finally? Okay, good.
Yeah, he was just on MLB Network the other day. They asked him the top 10 pitchers. I think he put Fried 1, Chris Sale 2.
I did see that. It's just like we shouldn't be asking you for your opinion because you're just dumb. Like it's either you're dumb or it's like but like I've seen these guys up close. Okay, cool. So your opinion is still invalid. Why are we asking you? Because like
well, after I saw that, I was like, now I know why Max Fried thought he had the right to call Tarek Skubal and grant him access to starting the All-Star game. I was like, because he had this guy like pumping him up for like 10 years.
Like you're that fucking guy, man. Like you're modern day Greg Maddux, dude. Come on. Like what are you?
Dude, did you see the Yankees? They were all at the Bruins game yesterday. Like half of them had Bruins jerseys on, and the other half of them had Tampa jerseys on.
That's embarrassing.
It's like, dude, read the room. Judge and Volpe were like the only two that didn't have any jerseys on.
Wow.
Oh, is Cam Slitler doing that thing where he's still a pretend Bruins?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We love Cam Slitler, don't we, folks?
I would have said a couple weeks ago, like, oh, it's like a borderline B+ off season. I'm back.
You see that one? Back in the chat.
Include that
is a bitch.
Include that screenshot in the video. Add and overlay that in, Mac.
Just ping that in.
Littler is a bitch.
That is so good. I just saw it like, ding, like right in the bottom corner. So good. Like, this fucking bitch. That was awesome. Oh my god!
Thank you, Mac. We needed that. See,
We
but that's B+ offseason a couple weeks ago. I'm back to a B. Like it's been good. I like Suarez. I like Contreras, but I mean, from what you said you were going to do and what's going to looks like going to be done here in the next couple weeks before they get to train,
I'm like a B- right now.
Underwhelmed.
If they brought in a Nico Horner or an Isak Paredes, I'll move it up to like a B. I'm sitting like a B- right now. Like you're better. You accomplished the goal of being a better team than last year, just barely. So B-. You did a, just below really good job. You did just a good job.
Could you imagine if they hadn't signed Ranger Suarez by now and they still hadn't spent any money?
Yeah, it'd be a fucking disaster. What is it like from Whiplash, where it's like the worst words that you could say to someone is good job? Like that's how I feel like with Craig Breslow right now. Like good It's like, yeah, like, is it a good job? I guess, yeah. But like, was it a great job when a team where like the goal is to win the World Series and we're kind of demanding greatness here? I wouldn't say that at all. No, definitely not a great job.
And that's just how everything is felt from him. Everything. The trade deadline, it's either underwhelming or just okay.
I'm sure you know what it was from, Kutter. I forget one of these Red Sox 10,000 shitty documentaries that have come out the last couple of years. There's one where Breslow is on the couch with his wife drinking wine. I always
it's got to be the last, the Netflix one.
I sit like he's just sitting on the couch with a glass of red wine, talking about the team. I just want to smash him.
And they were at the kids' game together.
Yeah,
he was sitting
watches. Yeah,
I just saw it when I was looking up the home runs.
So
Breslow's wife didn't even take his last name. He's such a cuck, man.
That's crazy. Crazy thing.
Put the chair up. Put the chair out for Craigie.
Yeah, just like a really shitty JPEG of just like the hotel cuck chair. Just a fucking just like slides into frame.
You mentioned Roman Anthony and having a good year. Okay. You've said this about 10,000 times. Okay. And I agree with you. And so I finally backed it up with some of my own money with our friends at DraftKings. So DraftKings not only has the win-loss totals for the baseball teams up now. Red Sox still 87.5, not moved. But they started putting player props up for the season. And I missed when it was a really like special number. But I did bet Roman Anthony with a nice bonus bet. Again, thank you, DraftKings. To have, let me get this right. Sorry about this, boys. 35 or more regular season home runs. 22-1.
It's good odds. Obviously, it's always tough as a lefty at Fenway Park, but he does have the power for it. And it looks like he really figured out like how to hit for power in that last stretch of the season. Like this is a guy like where like when he does put it all together for a full year offensively with the power show, he can hit 40 bombs easily. He hit 40, 45. Like how when Juan Soto randomly figured it out and like hit like what, about 50?
Yeah. And his MVP odds, I don't know if maybe you were betting him down, but his MVP odds were under 20-1. And so like I can take 17-1 to win the MVP, or can I went for home runs in the bigger price figure. He'll be in the MVP race if he hits 35 home runs for this team. And by the way, he might need to, given their offense.
Because I mean, if he hits 35 home runs and he's playing every day, like either right field or center field, like he's good enough defensively. He might win a Gold Glove, like genuinely. Honestly, like where are they putting him defensively in the outfield? He might be a left fielder, honestly, at this point.
I figured he was in left with Rafaela in center and then Abreu in right. That's their best.
Yeah, that's the best outfield.
Right? Yeah.
That's definitely their best outfield for sure. Thing is, though, because like the way they like to rotate, the way they like to get guys days off, I think he'll still get a good chunk of games. He might get a good chunk of games at all three outfield positions. Bare minimum, he'll be rotating between the corners.
Somebody's getting a day off because they got an extra guy right now and an extra DH.
Like you have to go to Yoshida, dude. Like Yoshida cannot be on this fucking team. He just doesn't fit. He doesn't fit at all. Like, why is he here, man? I've said this 100 times. Why is he fucking here? Every time you're like, you can't just DFA Yoshida. Yes, you absolutely can. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're that obsessed with having a guy that's like, yeah, man, 770 OPS in that DH spot every day. If you can have that, you just gotta fucking write that in. Like, and that have that in your lineup card. Like, is he really that indispensable? He's not. There's better players. I'd rather those at-bats like be used if they're in a rotation role. I'd rather Campbell get those at-bats, man. Or Cassis when he eventually comes back. Because those guys have the potential to be better than a fucking 770, like 105 OPS plus hitter, like who can't defend, can't do anything else.
We didn't mention him, and I just was looking at Twitter for a second. And I saw Milliken brought him up again because he and a lot of Red Sox fans seem obsessed with Christian Campbell. Like, is there a chance that Craig is counting on Campbell to be some part of their offensive power this year?
I think he needs him to be.
Yeah, he kind of has to be, right? Like you gave him the contract. It's not an insane contract, but still like clearly a commitment that you made to him. And like they believe in him. And if like Campbell lives up to his offensive potential, like there were people who said like Christian Campbell's the best prospect they've ever seen in their entire lives. their lives. Like that's how much they believed in this guy's bat. And like people were giving up on him too quick. But the thing is he needs a spot to play. And
where's he playing? Again, everything you're saying is right. Where the hell's he playing?
I mean, I've been putting out there left field DH. You rotate him between the two. You throw Yoshida in a wood chipper, and fucking it's Campbell left field DH. Not actually though. You throw him in a wood chipper in Minecraft, and you just DFA him. But like, dude, it's that simple. Like they're trying to make him play second base. He can't do it. I went over this. I said earlier, like Trevor Story is the worst defensive run saved for a guy that played the entire season. I had to put that qualifier because Christian Campbell was a -16 with 2.5 months of game time. 16. That is a fucking like a -40 defensive run saved over 162. Like if I'm doing my math correctly in my brain, that's not playable. It's not a playable player there. Campbell is either Campbell has the potential to be at least average, like playing left field. I think he'd be average to like maybe slightly bad at it. It's funny because we were screaming about him playing center field last year. Honestly, in memory, I think genuinely the least bad he looked defensively was in center field.
Bar's low.
It is no, it's the bar's below hell. The bar is in a place where like you can't even conceive of it. Like, you know, beneath hell, beneath Sheol, beneath every fucking conceivable metric. That's how bad he was defensively last year. They want him to be a second baseman. I get it. If he's a second baseman, things fit infinitely better. Like it's easier. The team shapes out a lot easier, but he cannot do it. I want him to, but he can't.
He's a second baseman, and they really thought that. Why'd they ever even sign Bregman?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's just like I want Campbell to work out. And like I said, like left field DH like is his pathway. Like you do that. They're going to try him again at second base. I don't know. I guess maybe I'd rather see him there than David Hamilton. Like, fuck. Like, that's a low bar, too.
Yeah, but except until he butchers that play at second and these team is trying to win these 3-1 games with their pitching and run prevention, he can't do it at second base. That's the point. They put themselves into a corner where they need good defensive players because their pitching staff, they're going to rely upon it because they don't have enough offense, they don't runs.
Well, that's the thing is, like, getting Campbell involved, if he lives up to his offensive potential, he can hit 30 bombs easily. Be a 30
year, 30 errors, 30 bombs. Go for it.
Yes, there we go. This is the move.
Print
Absolutely.
the t-shirts. Let's go.
Like if the
Jazz
like,
Chisholm.
Gotta get Jazz Chisholm involved, man. The absolute goat. I wonder they're still trying to move him. Whatever. Like to raise the offensive ceiling of this team, you need Meyer to ball out, and you like need to get Campbell involved, basically. Which, by the way, like Cassis is still very much a factor in this. Like fucking, if you made Cassis your DH and like him and Contreras split time at first base and DH, I wouldn't hate that. The problem is, like, you know, obviously Cassis has to be healthy and not explode his knee into a billion pieces or rip his rib cage in half.
And,
like I don't know.
And Yoshida can't be here for any of this to
no,
work.
No.
The HogDale plan can't work with Yoshida here. It doesn't work.
In any of the situations where you need to raise the offensive ceiling of this team, Yoshida can't be here. In all the situations where you're fielding your best team, Yoshida just simply cannot be on the team. It really is that simple. Like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I still believe in Cassis a bit. I really do. Like, obviously, but like, yeah, again, Yoshida can't be here. Like, he eats up a roster spot, and you just can't have that. He doesn't provide enough to justify keeping out these objectively better or more talented players.
And just to close the loop on this, like we asked rhetorically, why is he still here? Because no one will take that contract.
That's
one's
fine though. DFA
$24 million. No one's going to take it. No, but this is where I would put on. This is where ownership is to blame because they clearly they had an edict to like get rid of some of the salary. Like even the Sonny Gray trade, they got they
had him pay it down.
Cash involved there. For the Cardinals sent money. The Hicks deal, like this is where ownership does sort of screw him because clearly I think he probably wants to DFA him. It's a better team with that roster spot open. They're not letting him do that right now. So it's ownership. This is where when guys like Jeff Passan take shots at ownership, this is what it's for because they won't let him dump them.
This is where I'm at, though. If you can get rid of Jordan Hicks, why can't you get rid of Masataka Yoshida? Does anyone realize how bad Jordan Hicks was last year? Like how
but some teams are dumb. He throws 104.
Yeah.
Teams are stupid.
I mean, I guess, but like, fuck, you're telling me there isn't a single dumb GM who's like, I love contact hitting and he doesn't strike out.
Maybe
and like, fucking give it, and you
I
don't even have to
am
give
Bloom.
anything back for him. Just take some of the money, not even all of it. We'll pay half of it.
Like I am Bloom's not even like dumb enough to take the guy that he signed. So I don't think you're really gonna get rid of him. Maybe
That's what I thought
Cashman.
might be a
Cashman's
Donovan
pretty
move.
dumb.
I didn't like him, but like if you found a deal where they take some of the money and you got Donovan back, like I could have made that work in my head. Makes the team better, but
Jordan Hicks was a minus 1.8 when above replacement. Minus 1.8. He had a 6.95 ERA.
I think it was 8 with the Red Sox, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes,
I was.
it was
He was probably
8.2.
on pace.
18 and 2/3 innings and 18 ERA. Didn't throw a pitch in the playoffs.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Hey, it was an 8 ERA, but it was only a 6.19 FIP.
And he throws 104, so who cares?
It's the fakest 104 ever. Like his fastball looks so fucking hittable. He's so bad, dude. He's such a bad baseball player.
I'll never
But you
forget
guys-
the
Go ahead.
game after Roman got hurt. Like the vibes were down, and then he came in the second inning, and they couldn't be any worse.
It's just like, fuck, man. Like this really is where we're at, huh? Like, fuck me.
But you got, and you spun it as a positive, but you liked the kid that they traded to the White Sox. You guys both liked a lot, right? Sandlin?
Oh, he was cool. I like David Sand. I think he's going to be a good bullpen arm. I think like his.
I liked him as a person.
Feels a good dude. That
Yeah.
dude.
He was the only player in the Red Sox organization who followed me.
That's why they traded him. Holy shit. That's
So true. It's one of
Follow
those
him
things
out. See
with
ya.
Sandlin where like I think he could be a good player. I also think that he's so far down like ever playing for this team right now, the depth chart. Like if he like ever wants to be a starter, that won't happen here. Like fuck no. They have like 11 starters right now. And then in terms of bullpen arms, like at least one or two of those starters are going to be pitching in the bullpen. Like Kutter Crawford's probably going to be an extended bullpen arm guy this year. Probably going to be the long man.
You were talking about the Red Sox need a Robin. That's your guy. He's Batman. Roman could
That'd
be
be
Robin.
great.
Your Roman is the Robin.
Midseason
Kutter
MVP,
Crawford's Batman.
Cutter Crawford, 0.64 ERA, bunch of big wins. Yeah, I sign me up. That'd be good. Good for the podcast. Good.
One of those things, man. You're hoping for a lot of things to break right for this team to like be one of the better offenses in the sport. Right now, I think they just project out to be mid. Like if they're like 15th, 16th ranked in the sport, and then you're hoping that you're top 5 in terms of like all the big pitching categories, which I think is feasible. I'm unsure how the bullpen's going to shake
I was
out
gonna
at this
say.
point. I mean, I'd like Chapman. He's not going to repeat what he did last year because it's literally impossible for him to do that. But if he just gives a regular, very good closer year, then you're fine with that. I think your back end of your bullpen's actually really good. I think it's just the everything else you have to figure out. Because like the 3-headed monster of Chapman, Whitlock, Slayton, I think is one of the best in the sport. And then like you just need it's the middle relief guys I'm worried about. It's the fucking Greg Weiserts. It's who the fuck's that lefty they brought in? The new guy this year. I keep forgetting his name.
Justin Wilson.
No, not him. They didn't they let him walk?
The kid for the
Yeah,
Pirates?
he's like contemplating retirement.
Yeah,
1 second. Red Sox bullpen signing. The fuck is his name? I think
the guy they traded
Ed or
Password
something.
for?
No, I think they signed this guy in free agency or some shit. I can't remember what the fuck. He's so forgettable. But he's like
This
a
year?
lefty. Yeah, this offseason. I'm telling you, like it was under the radar. No one gave a fuck. It was like it's just like he's here now.
That's been a bunch of their signings, unfortunately. A bunch of them.
I literally cannot fucking call this name.
Yeah,
It's
I was
gonna
thinking
come to me
Johan
later.
Oviedo. Bad job. I
No,
was thinking-
because he's gonna be a starter. I think
Yeah,
maybe.
that's why. That's a legit. I guess, but
Yeah, who's the 5? Who's your 5, Mutt?
I actually thought that Crochet, Suarez, Gray,
Bayo in the 4. So yeah, who's your
Bayo,
5?
who I thought might get traded here as part of a bigger deal. See,
He might.
I liked what I saw from Connolly early last year. They want Kyle Harrison to work out. Oviedo, you talked about Cutter Crawford. I'm gonna say my 5 right now is Connolly Early. That's my number 5 starter. I liked him too much last year.
I agree. I think it's him or Tolley. I think you go with one of a super high upside young guys. And I think Early is more major league ready right now. I think Tolley still has to work on his secondaries, even though his fastball is absolutely electric. Cutter, who do you like in the 5 spot?
Yeah,
Gotta be Cutter.
Bayo, I like in the 5 spot because I'm good with him anywhere higher than that.
I mean, Bayo's in the 4 right now, is he not?
No, I'm saying I'm hoping by the beginning of the season. He will be, but I'm hoping by the beginning of the season, Early will pass
Early
him
in
for
the
that.
4.
Yeah.
Like, if they moved Bayo, like, that's fine with me. Like, they can do that. Like, I would love your
Yeah.
4-5 to be a combination of like early Tolley, or you do early Oviedo, or early Bennett, like that guy they brought in from the Nationals.
Oh my God, the Bennett kid from Washington. I forgot. Oh, see, these are all these bullpen moves that I forgot about because they were so annoying at the time. Like, why are you trading a prospect for this guy? Older.
Which, yeah, by the way, like Bennett, like, dude, I haven't even mentioned Kyle Harrison. I haven't mentioned fucking, like I said, Cutter Crawford, who still right now technically is a starter. Like, dude, it's crazy. Like,
you could never have enough pitching, HogDale. It's me, Craig Breslow. Never have a pitching.
I'm not gonna lie, like, you sound so much like Ed Hand right there, my boy Ed. That was a really good Ed Hand impression.
Is the guy that you were thinking of the Tyler Samagio? Him?
No, it's a different guy. I can't fucking find him. It's whatever. I saw him in like the projected bullpen like earlier, like a couple days ago, and I cannot remember for the life of me this fucking guy's name. Here, 1 second. Red Sox projected bullpen.
Oh my God, that's what you're doing to us, Craig. Thanks, buddy.
Basically, like, I'm like really dialed in, and like I know a lot about this team. I swear.
Listen, it's a busy week for everyone.
Yeah, busy week. Okay, I feel like this projected thing is full of shit because it says
Kid Moran was here last year, right? He pitched a little bit at the end of the year.
Dude, I do not want to see Giovanni Moran. Dude, he was so bad. In the limited sample size, he did not win me over in the fucking slightest. He looked like ass.
Oh, you didn't mention Patrick Sandoval either.
I did that on purpose because they should trade him to somewhere else. Because no thanks, I'm good. I want guys with upside.
I can see Craig want that to work out though. Like, they paying him real money this year. I could see Craigers want that to work out.
Whatever. I think they move him. I think they will move him as part of like a salary dumping thing. I mean, dude, like, he might be a part of the to move. Either
Chapman, Whitlock, Slayton is pretty good. That's a pretty good back end.
Oh, their back end is really good. I love it because even if Chapman does fall off like a bunch and maybe he posts like a 3.7 ERA this year, okay, cool. Whitlock, you're our closer now. And if he can't do it, okay, Slayton, you're our closer now. I think Slayton's so fucking talented. He's so good. He has to put it together for a full year, avoid getting hurt. But like in terms of pure stuff, like he's every bit as good as the other two that I mentioned there. Who even knows, man? Oh, by the way, speaking of the Red Sox sucking and being annoying and everyone hating them, but you had a really good article this week, blog about the lawsuit about the Red Sox, basically using hidden fees to price gouge their fans. I can't believe the Red Sox would do this. I mean, they never in any situation have shown an inkling that they would be this anti-consumer.
I didn't want to go back and edit the blog because I published it here's an audio edit that I would love to add back in there. Fuck off, Sam Kennedy. Like, this is a Sam Kennedy production. Like, I don't trust that guy as far as I could throw him. This is like, we're going to publicize $7 tickets. And when you go to check out, they're really $14 tickets. We added all these fees in there. That is such shitty business. Like, your diehard fans are the ones that want the cheap tickets. They're trying to get in, trying to support your team. And you falsely advertise a certain price for a ticket that never exists. It's never available because once you go to checkout, bang, there's add it on. By the time you get to checkout with any tickets, Red Sox, like, you're committed. You want to go to the game, you're there, and so you bite the bullet. But it's a shitty practice, and I throw the book at them. Like, pay every fan that got jerked by this thing, they get their money back. Fine them $1 billion on top of that. I hate shit like that when you take advantage of people who are trying to support your team, and sounds like they and a bunch of other teams try to do it. So I never really got a chance to rip Sam Kennedy in there, and that's who I'm blaming. I blame Breslow for the state of the Red Sox I blame Sam Kennedy for that bullshit.
Well, it's just Bush League. It's just
Yes.
like it's a $7 ticket processing fee for a digital ticket. Like
Garbage.
there's no extra price or cost there. It's just price gouging. You're just finding a way to extort every single cent out of your paying customer base, like who come out and support this team every day.
That's the point. These are like your biggest supporters. They're willing to because there's an effort into this. You're driving to the game. You're paying for parking. You're there for 3 hours. You're driving home. People are trying to come support your team and cheer you on. You're like, I don't care. I'm going to double the price of the ticket. It's
just shitty.
Scammer gets scammed. I'll be filing the class action lawsuit.
I'm with you. Let's go. I'll stand outside Fenway. Fire Sam Kennedy.
Absolutely, man. Man. Oh yeah, it was truck day. Yay, truck day. Baseball's closer. I'm never in the biggest fucking tweet about truck day kind of guy. It is just it's just one of those things on the checklist of we're another day closer to real baseball being played, which is nice. I like that. It brings me joy.
I don't even understand what it is.
It's literally just the truck that has all the supplies.
You can't just buy that in Fort Myers or in Florida, somewhere closer.
What, you want John Henry to buy a new set of things and fucking?
I would assume it's more expensive to drive it down.
No, not when you do what they do and get it sponsored and make it a sales thing.
Because dude, hashtag truck day, fucking have some sponsors on there, dude. Come on.
Not a truck day guy. I'm so happy. I'm not surprised that you guys are on the right side of history with this, but I'm not a truck day guy at all.
It's just whatever, it's just it exists. That's right.
Has the truck ever crashed?
I mean, not that I'm aware of. That would yield some interesting results if the truck fucking caused a 12-car pileup. That'd be terrible.
Just barrels of Big League Chew rolling down the highway.
The horror. The absolute horror. Fucking just baseballs everywhere, just flying.
Sunflower seeds.
Oh yeah, dude, the sunflower seeds.
I'll tell you this: if any dads out there, do not leave the sunflower seeds in your kids' baseball bags during the winter. I had a squirrel chew through my son's baseball bag to get to the seeds. We had to buy him a new baseball bag.
Where was it?
It's in the garage.
Oh,
and apparently I must have snuck in. It's probably, I'm sure there's some holes somewhere, and so the squirrels were in there, I guess. And there's all these seeds everywhere. I'm like, why are these here now? It turns out the squirrel got chewed through the bag to get to the sunflower seeds.
Dude, that squirrel hit the fucking jackpot. That thing must have been thrilled. Just like the Goonies, when they see the room full of treasure. Dude, this is fucking awesome.
Open bar, dude.
I was say, boys, do we have any other Sox talk we want to go to before we swing back around to some Super Bowl chat?
No, I'm Red Sox out at this point. This was
I
need an event. This was good. I need some space.
Yeah, in my tweets, it's funny. People are just can't be talking about Sox Super Bowl week, dude. Come on. I'm getting it out of my system now before I go fucking fly to San Francisco and get ready for the bowl, kid. Fucking, I was sad that you didn't get the invite, Mud. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking forward to yakking it up with you there.
People are very supportive online, and they're getting at Dave. Dave said it Friday. Dave said, "Yeah, I've only been here less than a year. I don't get the invite." But more importantly, Dave said in that quote, "I love Mutt." So that's what I'm focusing on. He said, "I love Mutt" in that video, Hog. That's what I'm focused on. Not the fact that I'm opening the suite with you or not at the game. The boss said, "I love Mutt." We're going glass half full in 2026. That's the goal.
Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. I'm excited. Me and Fasoli are going to be moving like Shaq and Kobe down there. It's going to be fun time. LeBron James and D Wade. I can't wait, man. I mean, dude, Mutt, as far as the actual game, how do you feel? How are you feeling about the Pats Seahawks matchup here in the Super Bowl?
I feel quietly confident. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. I think it's going to be a very competitive game in the fourth quarter. And I like the fact that it's Sam Darnold on the other side of the field. Sam Darnold has had a whole closet full of big mistakes in the NFL. He actually led the NFL in turnovers this year. He turns the ball over, and I could absolutely see Vrabel getting pressure on him. He's still hurt. He's limited in practice with that oblique injury. And if it's a close game late, and it's the Patriots defense against Sam Darnold, Hog, I like the Patriots defense's chances. So I don't think it's a blowout. I think it's a competitive game. I can't believe they're playing this game based on where they were a year ago.
Yeah.
And they played year one after Rob Mayo, but I feel confident, and I'm glad Mike Vrabel is like the guy building the defense to go against Sam Darnold. If that makes any sense.
I kind of feel pretty similar. I like that the Seahawks' biggest weakness on offense is their interior offensive line.
Yep.
And Milton Williams and Christian Barmore have been playing like rabid animals on that defensive line.
Yep.
I think that they are going to make Sam Darnold's life hell. I think that Milton Williams is going to absolutely fucking feast. And that's the thing is like you need to get Darnold off his spot. You need to pressure him, and you need to find a way to not let JSN go for 300 yards. Like, listen, I don't know how often they move him around. Gonzo needs to be shadowing him as much as humanly possible to try to limit him. There's not, like, when I look at Seattle's other weapons, they really don't scare me that much. It's JSN and a group of guys. Like, Raheed Shaheed's cool, good gadget player, great in the return game, obviously.
Yep.
I really, like, am I scared of him, terrified of him as a real number 2 receiver? Not really. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think
Cooper Kupp, in a one-game scenario, is it play out where there's one of these, if you play 100 times, there a game where Cooper Kupp has 8 for 96 and a touchdown and just like carves you up with his route running, I guess. But I'm with you, kids. Kenneth Walker and JSN, like those two guys. I think to me, if you stop those two guys and contain them, and neither one has like a career game, you can contain this offense 100%.
I'm not worried about the run game. I just aren't. I trust this run defense too much. Like when this run defense is healthy, it's one of the best in the sport. It just point blank end of story. They hold James Cook to 60 yards, like under 60 yards when they played the Bills, when they had Milton Williams, Robert Spillane healthy. Like no Zach Charbonnet. So obviously Kenneth Walker's going to get the majority of the workload.
Yep.
I think they can limit him. I think they can absolutely limit the run game. I think you're going to make it so Sam Darnold is going to have to throw the ball 40 times. And listen, he just outdueled Matt Stafford. Like Sam Darnold is not a bum. Like he is taking that next step. But like, how are you going to do with Milton Williams bearing down on you and Christian Barmore bearing down on you, Joshua Farmer bearing down on you?
You mentioned Milt Williams, man. He should have got consideration for the MVP last year's Super Bowl. He had 23 pass rushes, Hog. He had 2 sacks. He had 2 quarterback hurries, and I believe a deflection in like 23 pass rushes last year in their Super Bowl win for the Eagles. Like he has been a game wrecker since he came back. I thought he was the best player on the field against Denver. And
agree.
I like how you brought that up. Like, why couldn't he have 2 sacks of Sam Darnold in this game? I'm with you.
I think he's getting disrespected. Like when I see like the list of people like saying like the best players in the Super Bowl, and he's like 7th or 8th. He's been the best player on this defense. Like Milton Williams is bare minimum a top 5 player in this game. Like he's an absolute fucking stud out there. Absolute animal. And like in terms, like you said earlier, like Cooper Kupp's the profile of receiver that like Carlton Davis can't handle. Carlton Davis struggles against the speedier, smaller guys. If you're matching up, Carlton Davis on Cooper Kupp, 6'2" guy, a big body, physical receiver, that's a guy I believe that he can handle. So I don't know.
I'll be interested if they. A lot of the talk today, just watching the coverage, was like they're going to double JSN. They're going to put Gonzalez on someone else, and they're going to double JSN and say beat us somewhere else. I think Gonzo
has to shadow him. I think he absolutely has
to
shadow him. I don't think Carlton Davis has the facilities to, even with a double team, fucking deal with JSN. He's too fast. There's going to be 50 fucking pass interference penalties. It's just. Like, listen, dude.
Oh, I don't want a ref show in the Super Bowl. I do not want a ref show.
Absolutely not. I'm telling you, man, trust in your talent, trust in your best players, trust in Gonzo, trust in Milton Williams, trust in Drake May. I think Drake is very much due to have a good game. I think he hasn't played the best. He turned the ball over too much against Houston. He still threw 3 touchdowns against that defense. Will Campbell, just don't be unplayable. If you can just be okay in this game, would be massive. Same with Jared Wilson. Listen, dude, I don't know, like, how good is Seattle's run defense? Like, I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, how are we going to be able to establish the run in any way? That's the real question.
They've been They've been the number one DVOA defense all year. They don't
Yeah.
they have no they don't have mistake. They don't make mistakes. Like a couple of games they've been carved up, but they historically were a very good defense this year. They have those two safeties. They play all the way back. They have good corners. Like I don't think they have a real weak. I think they're very good at everything. I don't think they have a weakness defensively. I just don't.
They were ranked just ahead of us in terms of run defense. They were the third best run defense in the sport, just behind Jacksonville and Houston. So running the ball is going to be difficult. I don't know, man. I trust in Drake. I do. I think he's due. I just think he's due. I think it's funny that like you have like among the best defenses in the sport, like run defenses especially. It's like Seattle and like Houston above them. We played them. And then I'm looking at fucking the Chargers are at 10 and Denver was at 5.
They've again, their defense has been otherworldly during this run here. They've shut down some offenses. Like this is that's the one I guess I'll say. I'm confident it's gonna be a close game. Hog, I don't have a great feel it's gonna be like a low scoring Super Bowl or we're gonna see a game that gets into the upper 20s and 30s. Like I don't have a great feel yet early in the week.
I see this game being like a 24-17 kind of affair, or like, maybe like 20 to 13, some run there, 2017. Like relatively low scoring, but like teams will get their shots in. Like they will do something. I don't think it'll be nothing happening.
Well, you mentioned Drake May having a good game. At least in the stuff that I look at, the guy who set up to have a good game is Hunter Henry on offense. The Seattle gave up the 9th most receiving yards on the season to opposing tight ends. I think they were 3rd worst in the NFL in like yards per game to opposing tight ends. Hunter Henry has been Mr. Reliable for Drake May. He has not had a big playoff game yet. Like if there's going to be a game where they can free up Hunter Henry, this is going to be the game, middle of the field, just based on what Seattle has given up this year. So I'll be on some Henry props for sure on Sunday.
I feel that, man. I feel good. I think they can win. That's the thing.
I
like how much they're being doubted. I like that they're the big underdogs.
Oh my God, the whole country. I mean, these Packer fans, even the Packer fans, are probably rooting for Seattle on Sunday.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I like that they're counting us out. I like that they say like Seattle's just the better team and they're going to dominate. That makes me feel really good. That makes me feel great, honestly.
The money has come in on Seattle all week for 10 days. Line is not. It started at 3.5, went up to 5.5, back to 4.5. Shout out DraftKings, but everywhere I look, people are pounding Seattle minus the 4.5.
Too many points, man. Sam Darnold's the quarterback.
Oh, wait.
But that's too many.
Way too many.
Fuck yeah, Mont. Do we have anything anywhere else we want to go before we end?
I just want to know. I want to. If Kutter says you're rooting for Seattle, we kick him off the show for today.
Kutter, are you on Seattle?
Don't come on. You're gonna troll your own show.
No, I think that they're gonna win, but I'll root for you guys.
Yeah, we're moving. Seattle's got a great team, man. Their roster's fucking stacked,
and they're not unlikable either. Hog, like I wish
no, they're not.
Richard Sherman or some annoying player you could dislike. They don't have any of those guys.
Yeah, it's a likable group. They play as a team. They play extremely well. I think the Pats can get this done, though, man. And listen, if I watch the New England Patriots like win a Super Bowl in person, I'll probably just ascend. I'll probably ascend to the next plane. Genuinely, like it'll probably be one of the best days of my life. So I'm hoping. Knock on wood. I don't expect it to be easy. I expect it to be insane, like just a bloodbath. It's going to be a tough game.
They are the Patriots, according to my analytics, is a deep dive I did before the show, undefeated when you've left your house to watch them play in the playoffs this year. Factor fiction.
That is true. That is objectively true. They have not lost when I leave my house to go to a different area.
Hell yes. When you've got on a plane to watch the Patriots play in the playoffs, HogDale, what's their record?
3-0.
Hell yes.
And I will be wearing my Drake May jersey, my Arctic blue Drake May jersey, because I've done that every single game. I've done that in my routine. I've also worn my Brady jersey the night before, so I'll do the same shit then too.
Yeah, I didn't put I have my Patriots jersey, which is dirty, which I'm not going to wash, but I did get some rib sauce on it. But they're 3-0 in the playoffs. I thought I lost this years ago during the Brady years, but my mom found it, so I've worn. They're 3-0 in the lucky sweatshirts. I'll be wearing that. I didn't want to wear it. It's only a game day sweatshirt, so I couldn't wear it tonight.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I'm so pumped. I can't believe we're already back in the Super Bowl, to be honest. I never thought it would have happened this fast, gotten a team this good this fast, a quarterback this good this fast, but we live charmed lives as Patriot fans. Truly a charmed life. Good shit, man. We all good then, brethren? We wrapping up?
Oh, we're good. Travel safe, man. I cannot wait to watch you out in San Francisco.
Yeah, I can't wait to
have fun,
time.
man.
Thanks.
Dude, if do not let him do some naked jump with you before the game. Do not let him do it. Don't let him
Dude,
do
if
it.
he takes his pants off, Michael Rubin might find him. No, he might just like appear.
He might apparate. I can't wait to. It'll be nice. This will be the first time I've ever met Dave in person. So I've never met him in person before.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
when he
you met
hired
him
me,
in
he was
New
in
York.
Miami.
Uh,
Yeah, he was in Miami hanging out with Miss Peaches. Good deal, man. All right. So, everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in to this installment of Dirty Water. You can find me on Twitter at HogDale_. You can find Kutter is King at Kutter is King. And you can find Mutt at Mike Manansky. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. Go Sox. Go Pats. See ya.